Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the 2 for 1 Special Podcast. My name is Ryan. I got my boy LJ and the OG Dad himself, man. Y'all go ahead and talk to the listeners, man.
What's up?
What
What's
up?
up?
What up? How y'all doing?
All right, everybody. Now, welcome back, man. Now, welcome back. Now, today may be a short one because there's really not too much news going on with the video game and anime community. So today may be a short one, but depending on how we talk and how we go about things, we may stretch it out. But before we get into that, Dad, I don't know if you watched it, but just now, as we speak, the Lakers and the Grizzlies. What you got going on? What you thinking? What you thinking?
Okay, so let me back because I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna
Okay.
get to that. Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna get to that.
Gotcha.
I want to talk about a few things. Let's start off with the NFL.
Ooh, okay.
Um, OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. signed with the Baltimore Ravens.
Right.
Now, this goes a long way um, for Lamar Jackson. The fact that he's been begging for some wide receiver help for so long, and they never really give it to him. They gave him Brown at one point, but Hollywood Brown, but he's not really a receiver that Lamar needed. You know,
Right.
they need somebody who goes the middle, kind of like when they have a Mark Andrews at tight end, but your tight end cannot be your best receiver unless you're Patrick Mahomes. And as good as Lamar Jackson is, it's a different skill set. He's not Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
So while I do like the Odell Beckham signing, he is coming off a major injury. Didn't play for a full season, so I don't know how his body's going to react to it. But I hope it works out for him. I hope Lamar Jackson gets his money too, because the Ravens are playing games at this point,
Right.
and they shouldn't play games with a franchise quarterback like that. So
I see.
you guys got anything to say on that one before I move on?
All I'm saying is this: he is not going nowhere since Odell is there. He's definitely not finna go nowhere. Since he requested a trade from him,
Yes.
he most definitely ain't finna go nowhere now. He may
So
go ahead.
he requested a trade, and not only do that, he asked for two receivers to be signed.
Right.
He asked for Odell Beckham, which they did get him, and he asked for the trade for DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins wants to leave Arizona, and the Ravens said no, but we can possibly get you one of them. You know, so they did what they could do. Um, Now it's time. It's up to Lamar to whether he wants to sign the franchise tag or they pay him, which I hope they pay him because he needs to get paid.
Trust me. Since they got Odell, they gonna pay him. Then he made cause I think he won 225 mil, something like that. I think
Yeah.
he may not get that exact amount. He may get something close to it since they got Odell.
Then he's not going to sign the contract. He already said that he's wanted a certain amount of money, and he wasn't.
Right.
He wants the guarantee. That's
Right.
what he wants. He wants the guarantee money, and it's really, to be honest, the Cleveland Browns' fault for giving Deshaun Watson all that guarantee money. And now, because Lamar's better than Deshaun, he thinks he deserves more than Deshaun money, which I agree. Get your money.
You ain't lying. You right.
So
Oh
that's
well,
up to them.
we just gotta wait and see. But since they got Odell, they know they gonna need a quarterback that can throw it to him, which they already got.
I don't mean to be mean,
Uh huh.
but OBJ is not the. He's a liability now
Okay.
because he's been injured for the last 5 seasons, maybe
On and off,
more.
yeah.
Okay.
And
So
he didn't play all last season.
he didn't play all last season. He tore his ACL in the
Super Bowl.
championship game.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
He
Which, by the way, he would have won Super Bowl MVP if he didn't get hurt because he was balling.
right? He did. Remember, he didn't join that team because until the very end or close to the end, because he was still coming off another injury.
All right.
Which I think it was either another leg injury. I think it was just on the other
No,
leg.
yeah, he came back from that injury and was playing with the Browns, and um, the Browns traded him to LA because Baker Mayfield was not a good quarterback at the time. Let's just say that.
Right. So I mean, love OBJ, love his game, but he's we don't you don't know where he's at right now because again
Hmm.
he hasn't played in a year, and again it's an ACL injury, which is the worst injury you could have for any sport you play.
Especially
So
football, because at wide receiver, where you depend on cutting.
right. So I'm even surprised that Western College even asked for OBJ to be on that team, but I guess he's just believing him, which is fine. In how he played before and believe he can still play somewhere similar. But I don't think. But I say that's the other reason why he was asked for DeAndre Hopkins because he said at least one of them can be one. Uh,
Yeah. Well, they paid OBJ 1 year, 18 mil, so
and
they
Hmm.
that don't
believe
make
in
no
him.
sense to me either.
They believe in him.
Well,
So
yeah, like you said, they believe in him. Nah, whoever somebody probably in the office ear, they probably like once he get full health, yada yada, he could do this with
yeah,
Levar.
he took a whole year off, so
Yeah,
like he's probably back to full health, close to full health now. So I would imagine by the time the season starts, he'll be there.
you
You
right.
know. So it's just a matter of like what has slipped off, if anything has slipped off at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And can he keep healthy?
Yes,
Yeah,
that
you
is
right.
true.
Right. So
All right.
we just
Now,
gotta wait and see.
switching gears, um, I wanted to talk about one of the things the NBA does right, and and it's the playing tournament.
Mhm.
For those who don't know, it's when like the seventh, eighth, and ninth and 10th seed all pretty much battle it out to see who gets the last two spots in each conference.
Right.
So the seventh plays the eighth, and the winner of that is the seventh seed, and the ninth plays the 10th, and the winner of that plays the loser of the seventh and eighth game, and the winner of that game plays it, is the eighth seed. So even if you're the ninth or tenth seed, you still have a chance to get into the playoffs. You just got to win two games in a row. So that being said, the play-in is always like high intensity um, and usually good games. When the Lakers beat the Wolves, they had to come back from like 19 down and did it. Um, when the Bulls beat the Raptors, that was a close game also. So they're usually all close games. But what they didn't get right is Patrick Beverly not winning the play-in this year. Because I don't know if you guys know what happened last year when he won the play-in, but you thought he would have won the championship last year.
Talking
I
about
have
how
a
happy
video.
he was.
Yeah, maybe if you have to see it, hold on. I'll pull the video up right now, and you can see Patrick Beverly's response for winning the play-in, meaning they just get into the playoffs.
Right.
Not that they won the championship, that they're just getting into the playoffs. Okay.
Mhm. That
Look
boy.
at them.
That boy happy.
You would think they won the title.
Mhm.
And then they proceed to get 4-0, right?
They got destroyed.
No, they actually won. They took six. They
No.
actually played pretty good. Look at him throwing his jersey to the crowd. You know, look at him. This
Uh,
is the play-in. This is not the actual game, like the
Man,
actual like
happy.
NBA title. And he gets more. He starts to crying. Carthy Towns kisses his girl. Like confetti starts coming down. It's a whole thing.
Right.
So I wanted to see that again. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna hold you. I wanted to see that again. But the Bulls lost to Miami in the second playing game, and Miami was the better team anyway. Like there's no doubt. They're actually beating Milwaukee right now by 10, as we're talking right now.
Mhm.
So
Now,
Miami's actually a better team.
now hold on, Dad, because me and LJ both love Miami, and me and him was talking about it. I'm gonna go ahead and say this: Miami knew what they was doing. The reason why they lost that first play in, they knew for a fact that they would get destroyed by Boston if they would have won. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. Miami is playing the long game. They know for a fact that they would have beat Atlanta to play Boston, Boston would have just manhandled the crap out of them. So they lost on purpose, so they can go and play the easier route because I believe that they could beat Milwaukee and whoever they play against with the Sixers and whoever else they playing against.
You are underestimating Milwaukee.
He's on that copium.
Now
That's
here's
what
the
he's on.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. The only thing we got to do is this, because you said they win by 10. Bam, Hero, I forgot the dude name, number 31, Butler, and I ain't going to say the other man name, our point guard. I forgot his name, but he just came from Toronto.
Kyle Lowry.
There you go. I had his name, then went for a blank.
Kyle Lowry.
Bam just need to lock up Giannis. They lost their other, even though they ain't gonna happen. I know for a fact they ain't gonna happen. I know they ain't gonna happen. I'm just saying that's what he need to do. But we all know. We know that that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna say here and say Bam can do it. I'm just saying that's what he need to do. Is he gonna do it? I'm not sure. But I'm just saying that's what he need to do. The other guy, I forgot, he looked like a squirrel. He injured. And you got Drew Holiday, and I think Jimmy can get him. So, we got a chance.
Okay, here's the thing. I think Giannis was seen going to the locker room earlier.
Oh, man.
So I think Giannis is hurt because he's not. Oh, hold on. Oh, I just got the notification. As we're talking about, literally,
breaking news.
Giannis is out after a hard fall, suffered lower back contusion and missed the rest of game 1. Oh, hold on. I got it right here. See what to play it for you guys. But it's a hard. No, he fell hard. I can't get it on here. But he fell pretty hard, so
right.
He's out for the rest of game 1. So the Heat can steal this game 1 without Giannis.
Right.
Also, I will agree that they are a better matchup, but the Heat are not the Heat like right now. They gotta do some reconstruction. As much as I love Jimmy Butler, he can't be your number 1 scorer.
You is not lying. You 100% right.
So like they need they're like one superstar away for being like back close to the finals. So,
we need a true big man and somebody to help Jimmy, because Hero can do it.
I don't think a true big man. I just think you need like a good 2 who can like just get buckets. Because like I said, Jimmy Butler can't be your number 1 scorer. Looks like Tyler Hero just got hurt.
Tyler Hero wasn't doing that.
Tyler Hero just got hurt diving for a loose ball.
Right. He wasn't doing that anyway.
Okay, you say that, and then when they need some threes hit, then you go.
Yeah, you're
upset.
right. You're right. But ever since last year, he was doing his stuff, but he got too comfortable. Now this year, he ain't like he was last year.
Oh, Tyler Hero didn't leave the game, but he made a 3 right now, but now he's holding his wrist.
Yeah, well, everybody getting hurt because Morant hurt.
Yep, that was my next point. Sorry, I know the sports thing don't go this long usually, but there's just a lot going on right now. Ja got hurt at the end of the game, and way he fell, the back of his wrist hit the ground like this.
Yeah, and his wrist was already hurting prior to it.
Yeah, so they're saying that he said his pain's at a 10 right now, and he might be out for game 2. I think he might be out the series, to be honest.
So in other words, the Lakers making it past the second round somehow.
Maybe.
Or making it to the second round.
Yeah, they might make it past. Like, to be honest, with that injury, they could make it past.
And also, they lost their superstar big man too. He's out for the season.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Steven Adams not really a superstar, but he alright.
Yeah.
He's good. He's
Right.
not a superstar.
I feel you. He's the only one that can actually do something with Davis, though.
Well,
because let's be
he would be a good body on Davis. I'll say that. He would be a good body
because
on Davis. Because Jared Jack can't do anything with Anthony Davis.
Because let's be real, Davis was manhandling Ja. he was going crazy on Ja because when Ja was going in that paint, I ain't gonna lie, Davis was doing his thing against Ja Morant.
Yeah, he got like 5 blocks in that game.
Right. He was locking him down, but if they had Adams there, Adams could have tied him up to where Ja can do whatever he need to do.
And I also want to point out before we put a bow on this, the game was close the whole time, but the Lakers went on a 15-0 run the last 3 minutes.
That boy Reed something serious.
Yeah, to make it seem like it was a blowout. But you also got to put in account that Ja got hurt,
Mm-hmm.
and after they were down like 8 points, like 7, 8 points, it was like, okay, this game's pretty much over at this point. So,
Right.
but yeah, so that's all I got for sports right now. Even though it's a lot, it's a lot going on.
Gotcha. All right, everybody. That was your little sports talk presented by Dad. All right. Now let's jump straight into it. The daily dose of anime. Now LJ gonna like this one, or he may not. I do not know. But One Piece live action is reportedly terrible in early screenings. Now One Piece LJ fanboy, how you feel about that?
I don't know why you call me a One Piece fanboy. I just like One Piece.
But how you feel about the live action, bro?
We done talked about live actions before, and they're all terrible. So there's no surprise that this was bad. So, there's really nothing else to say. It's bad, and we knew it was probably going to be bad.
Right.
It would have been a miracle for somebody to say it was actually good,
Right.
and that would have got people to watch it. The only people gonna watch it now is just to see how bad of a train wreck it is.
You ain't lying. Dad, what you got to
It's
say?
not for nothing because you're dealing with anime and stuff like that. Anime is hard to make live action because like there has to be a lot of special effects that goes on and just a lot of everything. Especially if you're doing a shonen one, like you could probably do like a drama or a romance one in live action. You could probably get away with that, but a shonen one is extremely difficult because there's more things you could draw and animate than you could put in a live action. I understand you have all kinds of technologies, things with green screens and all that stuff. Marvel does an amazing job with their movies and stuff like that. But I just think anime is really tough to do because anime brings out a lot of emotion, so like that actors can't portray. There's not enough time,
Mm-hmm.
So that's just my opinion. So like at some point we just need to say, hey, leave them alone, let them do their thing, and stop trying to make live action of everything.
Right. You ain't lying. I mean, to be honest with you, I did not know it was even showing. To be honest with you, I forgot all about the live action.
No, it's just early showing to see.
It's like demo testing.
Yeah.
Right. Just
Okay.
see if people like it or not. If they do, what they need to change.
Well,
But you can't change nothing if the whole movie's bad.
I feel like we know now because everybody said it's terrible.
Well,
So
they usually do this right before reshoots.
yeah,
Right.
well,
So to see what they.
But you can't reshoot the whole movie.
you can't. I mean, you may take some stuff out, or they get. I don't know. Ain't no telling because if they
If you
still
reshoot the whole movie, you're gonna have the situation what you had with Superman versus Batman. Or not Superman versus Batman, the Justice League.
Oh, I'm about to say we ain't gonna talk about that.
The Snyder's cut. You're gonna have like a Snyder cut situation.
Well, it is what it is. But like you,
Now there was a movie back in the day, like I don't know if you remember, it was the G.I. Joe movie with The Rock.
yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They reshot that one, so it could be in 3D or something like that. Because they initially did it wasn't in 3D. So I think if I remember correctly, they had reshot like pretty much the whole thing, so it could be in 3D.
Right.
So there has been cases where that's been done. It's just not ideal.
Right. We'll see. I mean, it's like El just said. Well, it's anime live action, so I don't think they gonna reshoot it. Knowing them, they may just keep it like it is, or they may just take some stuff out. You know, who knows?
I
But
will say that was a bad one to even consider doing though. Just One Piece on its own.
when they
It's just,
announced it, everybody said, why they doing it?
I mean that's true, but they didn't. No,
And the crazy thing is, nobody asked for it. That's the thing. So
nobody asked for any of these live actions.
you
They
right.
just give it to
They
us.
just gave it to us, yeah. So I don't, you know, it is what it is on that. But for everybody out there that was looking forward to the One Piece live action film, I don't know if it was screened early in Japan, China. I don't know.
I
But
think it's a Japan live action.
okay, but whoever is looking forward to it, just don't go in there with high expectations.
You
Nah,
never go into an anime. Like, if anything has taught me, is that I will never see an anime adaptation day one. Like, I need the reviews to come out, stuff like that.
I'm just gonna
Because
keep
I will
it.
never have another. You know what it is again.
No, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, cause it scarred me for the rest of my life to the point where I don't even watch anime live adaptation. Dragon Ball Evolutions, and they had the nerve.
God.
They had the nerve to make a goddamn video game. Whoever decided to do that and whoever bought that, they need to get punished and go to jail because that's sad. But yeah, I'm talking about it. Ever since I saw that in movie theaters, why I saw it in movie theaters, I had the slightest idea, and I was a little kid back then. Even back then, when I was a little kid, at the ending of it, it was garbage. So ever since that, no, I don't watch live adaptations unless the community or the news is saying like this is the number one movie in America. That's the only reason why I will watch a live adaptation. But other than that, no, I don't watch it. I don't watch it no more. But your next one never happened before. I never heard of this anime. Never happened before. A new anime with one episode is rated so highly that it has become the highest rated anime of all time. I have the slightest idea on what this
Is
anime is.
that the
Because I'm about to ask
idol
you.
one?
This hold on, I'm finna show you. This is right here. The one right there. Her.
I'm gonna look this up right now.
With some hold on, let me
not
zoom in.
sure.
Her. With some weird eyes.
I think that's that. So I think that's the idol one. So it's an isekai. So I don't know if a lot of people.
Oh,
know
hold on.
this,
Here's
but
the name. LJ. It's Oshi Oshi Noko. No space Ko.
Oshinoko. Okay.
Oshi no. Yeah, what Dad said. Cause I probably butchered the crap out the name when I just said it.
So I'm gonna look this up right now.
They said that from what I heard, they saying it's an amazing anime, and for it to blow Full Metal Alchemist, it just came out. You know, I haven't. When I was looking at it, I haven't seen that one bad comment about the anime. I don't know.
Let me just. I believe I know what this one is.
It's not on Funimation, so it's probably on Crunchyroll.
I think so.
So y'all do know Verb is completely dead, right?
Who?
Verb, VRV.
Oh, I know. I ain't never used that before.
Yeah.
I did. It just recently died, so everything's now on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
I've been using Funimation and Crunchyroll.
I be using Funimation, Crunchyroll, and Hulu. And those are my three go-to.
Yeah, it's got 97% on Wikipedia already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Everybody going crazy about it. I ain't had that. This is my first time even hearing about it. And the reason why I told LJ might know it because he read more manga than me, so I was like he probably know about it.
Hold on. Oh no, that's not the one I'm thinking of. But I
Okay.
think this is another isekai one, if I'm not mistaken.
I got you. Oh shit!
I'm not sure which one that is.
Okay, but for everybody out there, it's crazy. Oshi Noko. It's Oshi Noko. If y'all want to peep it out, But for right now, I think, well, as it is recording, I think it got 2 episodes out, maybe more by the time this release. But that is for what the first episode everybody's talking about is highly good. So if y'all want to peep that up, y'all go ahead and peep it out. I think you can try, you can find some websites out there, but I ain't gonna say. But I'm pretty sure if you can't find it on the proper websites, allegedly you can find it somewhere else. All right, now let's jump into some Naruto news. So I don't know if y'all been up to date with Naruto news, but they did a poll to where they gonna make a manga slowly on the person that everybody voted, and everybody voted Naruto's dad. So how y'all feel about Naruto making a whole new manga, uh, doing Naruto's dad backstories and all that stuff?
Before LJ goes off, let me say this, okay? Um, I don't know if yeah, okay, so there's gonna be people mad at me when I say this, but I don't care. Um, I don't know if Naruto, the people who do Naruto, like the publisher and all that, are just extra smart, or the people who just um, the fans are just not very smart at all. Because how, like they literally like okay, so they're literally asking people, what do you want to watch? And everybody knows how rabid the Naruto fan base is, and they're gonna make money off of it. And it's crazy how fast they're gonna do that because like it's another money grab and it's gonna be off the Naruto name and just they're printing money at this point.
All right.
Hey, I'm just giving it to them, and it's like it's genius on them. They say, hey, what do y'all want now? Okay, we'll give it to you. You know, so I can care less about Naruto's dad. Okay, but then again,
I'm the same way, Dad. I'm the same way.
then again, like I'm not a crazed Naruto fan either. So, but that story can kick rocks now. Like I really don't care.
LJ, what's your take on it?
I actually don't really mind a Minato story because supposedly Minato, if I remember correctly, is supposed to be the strongest ninja ever.
He ain't the strongest. He's the fastest.
No, he's supposed to be the strongest,
No, the first
not the
Hokage.
fastest.
The first Hokage is the
No,
strongest.
he's supposed to be supposed. I'm telling you, he is supposed to be the strongest before we even got introduced to them. We didn't get really introduced to them until Shippuden. From from before him when it first came out, he was supposed to be the strongest ninja, at least in the hidden leagues, until we start learning more about the first and everybody like that. And then we know Madara. So we know he's not the strongest, but his name is up there as the strongest ninja ever.
Okay, I got you. I
So
see where
I
you're coming
do
from.
want to know more about why he is believed to be one of the strongest ninjas. Also, you have to remember he's the one that helped um, get the Nine Tails in control, or however you want to say that. Uh, so I'm just interested to hear more about it. I'm fine with them making it a manga. I have no problems with that. I probably will have a problem if they try to make it into an anime.
You know they will.
They probably will, but I just have to live with it because I have to live with Baruto. So
They
uh,
might though. Ain't no telling because well, no, they said them 4 episodes of Naruto. I don't know what them 4 episodes of Naruto.
it's just supposed to be OVA.
Okay, so
I have no problem with that. It's just OVAs about different people, if I remember correctly.
I got you.
I think one is about Naruto. I think one is about Sasuke. And did they say one was gonna be about Tenten, which is
I
interesting.
do not know. I do not know. I just know
Yeah.
that I mean I don't think they're gonna make it to an anime because they would have said that maybe they just probably just
Or they just tested the waters, and if it
yeah
does well enough, then they make it to it.
yeah, but I don't think they're gonna make it to. I really don't because if they do, it really makes no sense because we are on Baruto and you making 4 episodes for Naruto and I don't know, ain't no telling. But I don't see it unless they just, like you said, unless they want to do a cash grab like Baruto. Then that's when I can say they probably do it. But nah, I don't think they're gonna make it. They probably just gonna make it just to please us, and then they probably gonna be like, okay, who else y'all wanna have a backstory on since it became so successful, and then they're probably gonna do that on the side where they just go backstories and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't think they're gonna make a manga out of his dad. I mean, not manga. I don't think they're gonna make it an anime just for his dad. I don't think so. If it was like Naruto Shippuden still, then yeah, but I don't think they're gonna do all that. But for everybody out there,
I would not put it past them to do that.
oh yeah, I
No,
would have put
not
it
at
past
all.
them. Nah, I would have put it past them. But for everybody out there, I don't know if it was. I don't think we could have voted. I think it was only for Japan. I don't know. But for everybody out there, look for some new manga coming out for Manito about his backstory. I don't know when they're gonna drop it, but apparently we're gonna get some in a couple in some time. Now this here surprised me, which I don't even know, but Sakura versus Sasori was voted the best fight of the series in Naruto. I'm surprised about that. So how y'all feel about that?
I wouldn't know because I don't watch it.
That was like the first Naruto. That was like the first Naruto. Like
Sakura versus who?
Sasori,
Who is Sasori?
the puppet.
Oh, they thought that was the best fight.
That's what people voted for. They said that was the best fight out of the whole series.
I must not remember that fight then.
I don't remember that
So-
fight either. I remember they was like some. I know that's around the time she met that old lady. That's all. That's all I remember.
Right. That's all I thought was the important part of that.
Yeah, that's the important part. So but I would have said before you say anything that I would have said Naruto, Sasuke,
That's what I was gonna
Kakashi
say.
versus Zabuza. I would have said that would have been the best fight of the whole entire series to me.
I would say like Naruto versus Sasuke. Period.
Wait, yeah, you're right. You're right. That too. Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
I don't know that.
Are we giving out participation trophies again?
Mm.
Is
You
that-
ain't lying. You not lying, cause when I saw that, bro, I was like, cause I forgot until I looked it up. I was like, oh, this fight. That was when they did that speech. The old lady was training her how to become a healer, yada yada. And I look back, I like, bro, there's so many better fights than this. How the heck this was the best fight of the whole series?
Right. I feel like we're just giving out participation trophies at this point.
But
If you're attached to Naruto, you're getting something.
so how you feel about it? That's how you feel about it.
Yeah, I just like I just. It's
I mean, he has a point.
There was way better fights than that.
You ain't lying. You right.
So like just don't lie to me. Don't lie to me.
You right. So for everybody out there, Sakura versus Sasori was voted the best fight. There's plenty more better fights than this. Sasuke versus Killer Bee, Sasuke versus Itachi, Sasuke versus Orochimaru, Jiraiya versus Pain, Naruto versus Pain, Kakashi versus Abu. Like I said, I can keep on going. There's so many better fights than this. How to beat them all, I truly don't know. It is what it is.
Jiraiya versus Paige. You know what? I'm done.
You ain't like I said that alone should have been. I don't know. I didn't know this. Oh, hold on. They had. Or hold on. Before we move on. All right. So that was first. Second was Naruto versus Sasuke final fight. That was second place.
How is that?
That I see. I don't know. Whoever voted for that, I didn't. I truly don't know. I don't know. Yeah, they voted. I don't know. But man, there's so much better fights than this.
I
Better fight.
guess I just don't have like a good opinion on it. And that's all. And, you know, that's on me. You know, maybe I am.
Like I get, bruh, even third Hokage versus Orochimaru was better than this fight. Was better than this fight.
I'm just not gonna say nothing.
So we just gonna leave that at that. Who voted? Who voted? I do not know. All I know is, yeah, I don't know. But Yep, that is it.
It had to be the people of Japan. I mean,
It could, it could probably is probably, but like I said, bro, it's more better fights than that. And but we ain't gonna get too into, we ain't gonna get to it. Now, like I mentioned before, it wasn't been too much news going on with the video game and anime community. But last week, when I was going through some stuff, this here surprised me. Even though what we're gonna talk about, COVID and a whole bunch of stuff played a major factor in this though. Now, Xbox One S and X, however you want to call it, and PlayStation 5. It been a minute, but how long them games since been out? About 3 years, 4 years?
yeah, third.
Yeah,
3?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you
3
actually
years,
come
I
up
think
to
it's
the
right.
end of the life cycle for the Switch. Actually,
Yeah, yeah. I need to start playing more games on my Switch before they make a new console. But that's another story. So, for everybody out there, I was going through Facebook and I came across this post that the group I'm in. I forgot the group. I think it's, I don't know. I don't feel like looking for it. What surprised me the most, PlayStation 5 only have 5 exclusive games out right now. I don't know how many Xbox got, but PlayStation only got 5 exclusive out right now. There was a debate going on talking about the lack of exclusives with the Xbox and the PlayStation right now. So Dad, since you're the OG, you started playing games way before me, LJ. How you feel about the lack of these exclusives going on with the Xbox and PlayStation?
So, let me say this. I think we're in the phase now to where like exclusivity or whatever the word is, exclusive games are starting not to be are starting to like I won't say die out, but like just not be as much of a factor as it was before. Because PlayStation and Xbox used to roll them out like crazy. You would get Gears of War, Crackdown, Halo, like all kind like that's just name off the top of my head. And PlayStation were one that have Infamous. I can't remember the other ones, but there was Spider-Man was one, and the Final Fantasy, the Final Fantasy VII, the remake one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's one. You know, but there hasn't been anything to where like as of in the last 3 years in the new console generation that's been like this is going to get me to buy the PlayStation 5 or this is going to get me to buy the Series X. If you have one, you know, you kind of feel like you're not missing out on anything. So I think exclusives probably should be like be close to fading out at this point, and I'm okay with that because there has because like the way um, the way Sony is tripping with the whole Activision buyout and stuff like that, trying to hold on and stuff like that. I can care less about Sony exclusives at this point.
Mm. I got you. LJ,
So,
I'm gonna go ahead
now
with
the
that.
problem is though, I say that, but I'm going to want to play Final Fantasy 16.
Right.
So
That's what I told LJ. I'm still gonna play. I'm playing on PC because they said they're gonna come out a few months later. But
I don't know.
huh?
I think it's gonna stay on PlayStation for a long time.
No. They made a tweet saying they're gonna come out a few months to a year after the release.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be definitely more to a year.
Yeah.
More towards a year, yeah. I don't know if I want to wait that long to be honest.
Nah, I won't blame that. I won't blame.
Because depend like how spoilery everything is.
Right.
Like I don't think I can wait that long.
Right. I hear you. LJ, what you got going on with the PlayStation exclusive message? You got a PlayStation.
I have a PlayStation, but I don't really play it, so that's the thing. But my question is, so what was the original complaint? Was it that they don't have any exclusive?
Just a lack of exclusive. Cause remember, PlayStation 4, The reason why everybody was getting a PlayStation because
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation 4 back in the day was dropping exclusive left and right. They was
Right.
killing the game with Xbox to the point
Mm.
where if you had an Xbox, it's pretty much like iPhone versus Android. Back in the day, PlayStation was iPhone, Xbox was Android, and everybody and their grandmother was getting a PlayStation.
Flip that.
Flip that?
Flip that.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold on, why you say that, Dad?
Because I don't want to be associated with Android.
The petty showing, but but we can all agree on this though. PlayStation 4, the original Xbox One, PlayStation was destroying in exclusive. Let's keep it real.
Oh yeah.
Compare PlayStation 4 to PS. Well, I can't say that. Let's compare PlayStation 4 year 3, right? That's how long the PlayStation 5 been out, right? For 3 years, right?
Close to it. Did they drop it 2020?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, no. Yes, it did because nobody could. That's yeah.
So
Because everybody was one for COVID.
well, let's say 3 years because it's about to be 3 years. So PS4 first 3 years versus PS5 first 3 years.
November 12th, 2020.
Okay, just compare to those with the exclusive. Now, granted, we got COVID going on. Game studios, some of them work at home at the
Right.
time. But come on, the exclusive.
No, because here's the problem. Here's the problem. Because the PS5 came out in the end of 2020 during the holiday season. That's how it always happens. Come out the end of holiday season.
Right.
We was about to, or we was in the pandemic at that time. Correct?
I think we was about to. That's when the vaccine was about to make. Cause around that time, yeah. Cause I got my vaccine around March, April-ish of
Right.
2021, something like that.
Right. So we was like deep in the pandemic, but we all was having problems with, you know, game companies selling out these games that wasn't good. That was when we started seeing that, right?
Right.
Then you had the problem of nobody was able to get a PS5 or Xbox for the longest time
Right.
because of chip shortage, backlog of things, all these other things. So games had to be pushed back and kept getting pushed back and kept getting pushed back because one, people couldn't get the PS5. Two, game delays due to COVID, which you could say that. And then three, other miscellaneous reasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But to compare, Xbox still ain't have no exclusives. At least for PlayStation, you did have Ratchet and Clank.
Mm-hmm.
You had Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Right.
You have Gran Turismo for those Gran Turismo fans. I don't do racing games, so I can't talk to you.
Yeah, the gaming community go crazy.
Right. You had technically Returnal came out first on PlayStation, and then it got to everywhere else. Then you also have the big ones. You had Horizon Forbidden West.
Right.
You had God of War Ragnarok. You about to get Final Fantasy 16. Wow, you still ain't got nothing for Xbox. So I agree with me. You say that Xbox ain't got no exclusive yet. Supposedly by the end of this year, their exclusives gonna be popping.
Right.
Supposedly. But right now, if I had to choose, it would still be PS5 because of God of War, Horizon, Final Fantasies. You got the X-Men, or well, not the X-Men, but you have a Wolverine game coming out soon. You have another Spider-Man coming out soon. So I mean, it might not be as many as the PS4 had, but they still have some good exclusives. And you have to again keep in effect that there was a huge pandemic that pushed everything back a year and a half almost.
You're right.
So it's a fine to say that there's not as many exclusive as it was back when the PS4 had came out, and well, just the PS4 because the Xbox One didn't have no exclusives. That's fine and dandy, but you have to give it a reasonable. You gotta take it with a grain of salt because it's like, oh yeah, we just got out of this pandemic.
Right.
So I mean, That's just what I think about it. I just think you can't just completely say, "Oh, no, these systems ain't got no exclusives," and like they do. It's just things were pushed back. We was in a pandemic. The thing didn't come out until 2020. Then nobody could find one until the end of 2021, beginning of 2022. I still got people who still trying to find a PS5.
Right.
I just don't think they looking hard enough nowadays. But I still know people looking for one.
Yeah. So, Xbox really only thing they really had come out was Halo Infinite,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
um, and that's pretty much like there's not much
That's it.
news.
Yeah, that's it. To be
You're
honest,
supposed to have the new what's that? I can't think.
Redfall come out in 2 weeks.
Redfall, State of Decay 3. Did that come out already?
I,
No,
yeah, I don't think so.
I think that
Okay,
comes out in June.
so like there's some games that like they're waiting for, but like just
And then their heavy hitter, the Bethesda game,
Starfield.
right?
Yeah, I'm waiting for that. They ain't come out till holiday season, like October, November, around that time, I think.
And it, like we still don't know if that's going to be a flop or not. We still waiting for more information on that one.
Let's be real. Shoot, let's be real. Is Starfield flop? Because they somewhat hyping this up to Anthem, because all these videos, the data, not data, the dev video showing how many planets you can go through, how this and that, you can customize your spaceship. They hyping this up, and then I sent you the collector's edition, where you get like a watch, a fancy
Yeah, I
watch.
remember that.
You
They
know,
did the same thing for what's the name of that
So-
game series?
so this
Mass
thing,
Effect.
No, Bethesda's game.
Fallout.
Fallout.
I'm
Yeah.
about to say Skyrim. So they not, but this game it can't flop. If this
Yeah, we said the same thing about
Now-
Cyberpunk though.
We say the same. No, Cyberpunk is a different story though. If this
How?
flop, hold on, because I'm about to explain. Is this flop because Bethesda came over to Xbox. They made this huge announcement, or they partnered with them. Because almost every game showcase now is Xbox/Bethesda. For the past 2 or 3 of them, it's Xbox/Bethesda. Xbox made a huge announcement talking about what they're gonna do with Bethesda, how Skyrim finna be a Xbox exclusive game when they make the new one. They made this whole huge thing. If this flop, if Starfield flop, it will be pretty much the downfall of Xbox.
That's hard. That's a hard.
Yeah,
I highly disagree with
It
that.
kinda hard to
it
say.
will be close to it though,
No.
because how they hyped this up, and we already know the reason why Bethesda went to Xbox anyways, to help out.
You know, I said the same thing. I said the same thing earlier when we first was hearing all this news, and they got Bethesda and they got Blizzard
Right?
and what's it called? I said the same thing, but then I have realized that is not what's going to kill them. What is going to kill them is if Microsoft says we're done with you.
They can't do that because they put too much money in them companies.
Right. So Microsoft is not going to ever say that. But that's the only way that the only way Xbox dies is if Microsoft says you have cost us way too much money and it's finally time for us to let you go.
Now let's keep it real though. If these games that Bethesda, Redfall that finna come out. I don't think that's gonna flop. I think that's gonna do good. Just from the videos and stuff I seen, I think that's gonna do good. But if these games that Bethesda is pushing out for Xbox flop, it's gonna start tanking. It's gonna start tanking because that's the only thing Xbox got besides Blizzard and Activision. And we all know how that's going because they got their own situation going on right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if that's the only thing Xbox got is Bethesda and Activision.
So to your point, okay. So if you're saying that exclusives is what's going to make make it flop, then why did it flop with the Xbox One came out.
No, I ain't saying
Because
no. I ain't saying they're gonna
no, no,
flop. I'm just
no,
saying
but
Bethesda.
your point is that like if these exclusives flop, then then Xbox is going to be done. But Xbox, not only do they show like do they keep fighting forward, they're they they keep what you call it? They keep like focusing on their flaws and trying to improve them. You
Right?
now the exclusive things like you can't help that right now because like games just need to be built and stuff like that. Nobody wants a cyberpunk situation because no one wants to be that patient to wait for them to fix the game
Right.
and then come back to it. Sort of like that one, one other like space travel one, um,
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. Yeah, like now No Man's Sky is a pretty good game, but when it started, no.
Horrible.
Oh no, it was garbage. Yeah.
Yeah, so like nobody wants to wait on that anymore. Nobody wants to go back to a division and stuff like that. Like when you play one game and then you revamp it and it's a different game altogether. You know, like I mean, it is what it is. I personally don't think Starfield's going to flop. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
But
I don't think so.
I wouldn't put the whole weight of the Xbox community on exclusives.
Besides that, what do they have?
Game Pass.
I mean, they got Game Pass, but Game Pass can only take it so far.
Game Pass is literally the best deal in gaming right now.
Well, yeah,
It is.
You there.
But I will say this: once Sony or PlayStation, whoever you want to say,
Once they copy that,
get their heads out their asses,
right?
and they copy it or get it similar
Game
to that,
over.
then
Game
you
over.
don't have a difference.
Game over. Cause let's be real, the only reason why Xbox Game Pass is so successful is because of pretty much the old games. Cause nobody's buying it for the new game, unless you want a new game day one without paying $60-$70. But other than that, a lot of people getting Game Pass.
I literally just did that with MLB The Show. Like MLB The Show was day one on the Game Pass.
Right.
And
But
I've literally been playing the heck out of it.
But
like,
to what LJ,
day
my fault.
one games.
But to what LJ was saying though, if they can copy that, because PlayStation 1, 2, 3 games are destroying the game Xbox library. All the exclusives that PlayStation got, all the PlayStation 2 games exclusive. Now I would say the 360 is up there when it comes to the PlayStation 2. That I think 360 is beating, to be honest with you though. But with all the exclusive with the 2 and 3, because that's when I started actually playing video games. Some of mine, but that's when I actually started playing video games was PlayStation 2, and all them exclusives that came with the PlayStation 2. So if they can make something similar to Game Pass, like LJ say, I won't say it will be game over for Xbox because Xbox got Microsoft, they got bank, they got money. But I'm pretty much gonna say Xbox is gonna be running the show because right now Xbox is running the show with Game Pass, and like you said, the only reason why they're running it is because you say you got MLB The Show, whereas if you got PlayStation, you had to pay that $67. I don't know how much it is, but you got to pay that $67.
Like $70.
So that's the only reason why PlayStation is not winning. But if PlayStation can find a way to do exactly what Xbox is doing, I guarantee you majority of people would have bought MLB The Show on PlayStation rather than Xbox. 100%.
So, let me say this also. PlayStation is trying to do it right now, but PlayStation has never been the type to talk about. They hate backwards compatibility.
You right.
They don't like to go to the retro like that. Xbox always embraced it.
Mm-hmm.
Always embraced it. So I think that's what separates it apart. And now, like, now they have a complete mindset change because people love go back to play the old games. Like, I go back all the time, and go back and play games.
Right.
Hell, like, Persona 5 came out on the Xbox. Like, I got like 60-something hours in it. I'm not even done yet.
Right.
So like older games it still feel new, especially when you do consoles that like that upgrade the graphics and like
Mm-hmm.
upscale them, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Like, PlayStation's never been about that life,
Right. You ain't lying.
so it's curious to see like if they actually like start saying, hey, like okay, we'll start getting into this now. But like, I doubt they'll fully commit to it though, because they're more focused on the here and now,
Right.
and they don't focus on the past.
You right. Cause they were trying to do something like that, but it was garbage.
The streaming one, we had a streaming and stuff like that, but you always got
Mm-hmm.
bad latency and all that
Yep.
stuff. Like that wasn't the business.
You ain't lying. But for the most part, what I was trying to say is Bethesda put a whole bunch of, or Xbox, either one, they both put too much weight on each other to the point where they can't flop. If Bethesda flop, it, like you said, that it ain't gonna destroy them, but it gonna hit them extremely hard. It gonna hit
I'm
them.
sure it's gonna hurt.
It gonna
But
hurt.
I,
Yeah.
I, I, I don't think it's gonna be like. I don't think it's a knockout punch or nothing like that. I don't think they'll be on the ropes. I think more
Nah,
like
I don't think so
it'll be
either.
a good. I think it'll be a good jab to the nose where you get a little teary eyed. But that's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like E3 this time they gonna cancel or not, but it gonna be like what LJ say. Pretty much it's gonna hurt them to the point where a lot of people just not gonna be playing it. The only reason why they gonna play it is if they want to gain where they want their performance. Cause Xbox Series X is outperforming the crap out of PlayStation 5, and a lot of people. That's the only reason why a lot of people is getting an Xbox so they can play these games a little bit better on PlayStation. I mean, on better on Xbox than PlayStation. But how they announced their partnership, it just put a lot of weight on each other to the point where PlayStation can slip up on a game and can flop and they be all right, but Bethesda can't push out a game and it flop on Xbox and it be okay. It's not. They can't.
First impressions are everything. So
Right.
yes, I agree.
So that's what I was trying to say. They under a microscope, whereas PlayStation really not under a microscope because pretty much all their exclusives been on point as of right now. Spider-Man, God of War, Gran Turismo, like LJ said, they got their own community, and all the other ones that they announced so far been good. Whereas with Bethesda and Xbox, a lot of people already know what the heck Bethesda got going on. That's why they over at Xbox. So they just got some eyes on it to the point where they just can't slip up. Whereas PlayStation can slip up 2 times and nobody gonna blink an eye. So, that's what I'm trying to get at. But for the most part, everybody out there, sadly, COVID screw up a lot of stuff because me and LJ, I think Dad played Destiny. I don't know, but me and LJ was tryhards in Destiny. Destiny was supposed to have been done by now, but COVID pushed they stuff back 2 years. So, so a lot of these games, yeah, a lot of these exclusives and stuff supposed to been out, but they've been delayed. But like I said, it really wasn't too much news going on with anime and video games. But I figured, since a lot of people were talking about that on Facebook, I like we might as well talk about it. So ain't too much exclusive out right now. I'm pretty sure around 2025, that's where majority of the exclusive probably gonna be released. Cause I know Xbox is dropping at least a minimum 3 this year, and 2 of them finna drop in the next couple months. Redfall finna drop 2 weeks. Starfield about to drop around October, November, if I'm not mistaken. And then they got something else. I forgot. I gotta look it up. But all these exclusives ain't finna drop till later on this year. So I'll say 2025 probably gonna be the best year where we're gonna have majority of the exclusives out, hopefully. So, but yeah, I just figured we talk about it. But Dad, what you got to say before we head out, man?
Um, yeah, I want to thank everybody for showing up, watching us. It means a lot. And yeah, today's been a good episode. And see y'all again in about 2 weeks.
LJ, what you got to say, big dog?
Vic, I think with the PSP PSP,
I'm about to say what?
the PlayStation 5 and Xbox One
Oh, matter of
X
fact, hold on before,
exclusive.
hold on, LJ, hold on.
Uh oh.
I forgot to mention, because I looked over because I got my Switch right here.
Mm-hmm.
They was how y'all feel about Nintendo? Cause they was comparing it to Nintendo, how they dropping their exclusive like crazy. How y'all feel about that? That's
Okay,
what a lot of people.
Nintendo. You got to remember some of these games for Nintendo was supposed to come out earlier than like,
I mean,
what's that stupid
I
game?
forgot. Stupid game.
Legend of Zelda, the game that's about to come out very soon. The
Wow.
Tears of a Kingdom.
Why you call that a stupid game?
I just couldn't remember the
Oh,
stupid name. That's
okay.
all. It's not stupid. I just couldn't remember his
I
name.
got
I
you.
mean, I'm not gonna play it because I tried to play the first Zelda, but I
Talking about
couldn't
Breath
get
of the
through it.
Wild. Yeah.
It's it's a beautiful game. It's just not my cup of tea. I had to realize that. I
Right.
thought it was gonna be. It really not my cup of tea. It was just I don't know. It was just too much, or it was just I didn't have a clear path of what I wanted to do. It just I don't know. It just wasn't for me. But I like watching it. But that's besides the point.
Right.
But you have to remember the Switch had like a year ahead of the
The
other two systems,
consoles.
a year or two
Yeah.
uh, ahead of the other two systems. Nintendo needed a dub. You got to remember, pretty much all Nintendo did was every game from the Wii U because nobody bought a Wii U, so they didn't play those games. All those first games they just put all those games in the Switch. It was like, play these. And
You
everyone
ain't
like,
lying.
oh, these some good games. And I
You
was
ain't
like,
lying, cause
you could have played them on the Wii U,
to
and
this
everybody said, hell
day,
no.
I you right because to this day,
You
don't
still waiting for Mario Kart.
you know exactly what I'm about to say. I'm waiting for Mario Kart 9 and them because I'm about to cuss. They know what they was doing. There's no way on earth because I'm finna rank it. It irks me, bro. There's no way on earth you will teleport or whatever that word called because it's in my head but I just can't get it out my mouth. Pause. There's no way on earth that you would make a game for the Wii U, bring it over to the Switch, and have the nerve to drop DLCs so we can get new characters and new maps. Bruh, I'm trying to tell you, bruh, for the longest, for 10 years, LJ, for 10 goddamn years, you and me be talking about this goddamn game. You know how bad I want Mario Kart 9. For
You really
10
want Mario Kart
damn
9.
years, bruh. I'm not buying that damn game on the Switch. I don't care. For 10 years, I'm not buying no Mario Kart 8. I don't care if this the last Mario Kart. I'm not buying it because I'm not for the draw. You know what? I'm just, I could go.
It's okay.
I can
It's okay.
see
I'm
no,
okay.
see you know, no, you know how you is with Baruto. That's how I am with Mario Kart. Cause Nintendo know what they doing, bro. I'm about to go off,
Calm
bro.
yourself.
I
It's
want
okay.
a Mario Kart 9.
No, speak your truth, King.
That's
Speak
all
your
I
truth.
want, man. I just want a goddamn Mario Kart 9 and I will be
Dad,
good
no, do not.
and I will be good in life, man. That's
Oh
all I
boy.
want, man. I just want Mario Kart 9 and they dropping these weak dumb DLCs, bro, that I'm not finna pay for because I'm not finna pay $60 and the game been out for damn near 10 years and y'all still ain't dropped the damn price yet. You know what?
I feel like I said the same thing about that.
I'm done.
Nintendo not dropping
You
the price.
done? You sure? You
I'm
okay?
done. Cause I'm
You
I'm
sure?
about to go off, bro.
I
I'm
mean,
just,
they did the same thing with Smash Brothers also.
we ain't gonna talk about Smash. Cause me and LJ, rest in peace to our homeboy David. Me and LJ used to go crazy with our boy David. And I guarantee you, if he was alive today, he would have said the same thing about Smash. But
I'm just saying that this Nintendo's MO, you know, and the difference between Xbox and Nintendo and stuff like that is that Nintendo lives off their exclusives.
they do.
So
They have no choice.
yeah, because they refuse to make a console with the processing power to compete with Xbox and PlayStation.
Right.
So they live off their exclusive, which is fine. Like I never put Nintendo in the console wars.
Me either.
Nintendo have found their spot. Nintendo spot
Yeah,
is that is a going to and forever be a secondary console, and Nintendo is a-okay with that.
They fine with that.
Mm,
They are.
Nintendo will never be the big dancers in the club. They'll stick to their two step and they're good.
Right. They were the big dancers back in the 90s and the 80s.
Yeah.
They
Now
okay with it.
now they're old and they're refined and now they got they drinking their two
They
step.
let the
That's all
new
they got.
kids fight it out.
Yeah.
All I asked for was Mario Kart 9, bro. That's all I asked
It's
for.
not going to happen.
I don't
Because
care.
I was with you. I was like, they're going to have to bring out Mario Kart
They
9
got
eventually.
to.
Until that this DLC stuff comes, I said, Randall, they ain't ever putting it out. You're going to have
Bruh,
to wait
we
for the
are
new console.
3
You're
damn
going to have, you're going
DLC.
to have to wait till the new console
Bruh,
comes out.
all I know is I'm not caving in. I'm not buying no goddamn Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that y'all made for the damn Wii U. That was a tragic ass port. Y'all port it over to the Switch and be like, you know what? I'm done.
You got to end the show.
What y'all gotta say, man? Nah, I interrupted you, LJ. Before.
No, I'm good, man. I'm done. You just go ahead.
Man, look at you. Nintendo, my end of statement, bro. Nintendo, I just want Mario Kart 9. I don't care. I just want Mario Kart 9. But at the end of the day, the exclusives that we gonna get are good. Hopefully they'll run properly because they can't make no excuse. The system's been out for almost 3 years. Y'all been delayed damn near all these exclusives already. So when they do come out, there should be no problem on day one. But why am I thing shaking? But we know how it is. I'm pretty sure they rushed them. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have their flaws. They may run perfectly on PlayStation or Xbox, and if they port them over to PC, it may run completely horrible. Who knows? But when they do drop these exclusives, there's no excuse for them not to be running perfectly. There should be none, because majority of, if not all, these exclusives that's coming out has been delayed. Redfall, Starfield, Spider-Man, Wolverine, all those been delayed. I think Wolverine ain't coming out till 2024, if I'm not mistaken. But pretty much all these has been delayed. So there should be no reason why majority of the exclusives that finna come out should not be running perfectly. There should be no excuse, but it is what it is when it comes to that though. And like I said, man, Nintendo, I would cuss, but I just want Mario Kart 9. I just want Mario Kart 9. Now, before I go off, man, hopefully I enjoyed this episode. Like I said, it's a short one. Really wasn't too much news going on. It was like a dry week because it really wasn't even that much David Dose anime news for real, for real. Because if we didn't cover all that segment from My Hero last week or 2 weeks ago, it would legit probably would have been one segment in Daily Dose of Anime. But yeah, it's a short one. Not too much news going on with the anime video game community. So I just feel like talking about these exclusives going on. So like I said, we all just want to see some good exclusive. We don't want no garbage exclusive. Hopefully this Bethesda's that dropping with Starfield and Redfall been good. PlayStation exclusives so far that I know of, they've been good. LJ, what you? Because I know you play Horizon, all that stuff.
They all been good except for Spoken was the worst one ever
Okay,
did, and it wasn't that bad. I heard the gameplay was good. It was just like the story wasn't that great.
I got you. Dave, have you played any exclusive this year lately?
Nah,
No, no, okay. But for the most part, like LJ said, most of them been good, but just some performance. But it's games. But for the most part, they've been good. Hopefully, the Bethesda one's been good because I'm looking forward to Starfield. I'm looking forward to Redfall. PlayStation stuff, but you gotta wait to see. But like I said, man, I'm gonna keep on preaching this. I want the goddamn Mario Kart 9. Nintendo, please. LJ, you shaking your damn head. I don't
It's,
care.
we already talked about this. The DLC is out. They
I
got
don't
one more
care.
that needs to come
I
out.
don't care, bro.
Why would you make a new one when you
That
got the
game
DLC?
been out for 10 plus years. There should be no reason why they dropping DLC, and there should be no
Right,
reason
they're
why
gonna put
that
another
damn game is
32
still
or 30.
$60. I don't care, bro. I'm gonna keep on preaching this until that damn 9 come out. But look here,
Bro,
before I bust a blood vessel, hopefully I enjoy this episode, man, and we catch y'all next week on the next one. Peace.
Peace.